Hi everyone, ThinkVesting here. I've currently flown back to my home country to attend to some uh, papers for our properties, and I've actually been giving a lot of thought lately to gold and a video I watched under the Maloney channel. And one of the things that was mentioned in that video was that uh, there's a marked distinction between money, real money, which is gold and silver, and fiat currencies. And this is actually one of the points where I couldn't disagree more. And this is because my personal view on it um, is that when we switch our fiat currency to gold, silver, or stocks or property, at the end of the day, when we're trying to invest, it is really what you're really trying to do is basically a trade. So, for example, if I was converting US dollars to gold, for example, it is with the viewpoint that we are converting from one form of value, which is US dollar, to another asset class, which we think will create more value or appreciate more in value over the next few years. So, in actuality, um, uh, that's exactly what we're doing when we switch money from USD to gold and silver to USD to uh, stocks, bonds, property. Um, it is basically from one store of value to the other. And so when I look at this, and people say that the US dollar is gonna go to zero, I look at it and say, pardon my French, that's the biggest piece of bullshit I've heard. Basically, because if that were the case, that the US dollar was going to go to zero, or if any currency were to go to zero, um, then basically you'd have a situation where people wouldn't work uh, for money, or basically because why would you work for a situation where your work is worth nothing? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So but they mentioned that X number of currencies have basically disappeared. Okay, but I think in recent years, you need to take a look at more recent years. Of course, empires come and go, but in recent years, I think you need to consider that the most countries are here to stay for them, at least for the time being. They won't be disappearing anytime soon, and that basically, I would think currency is actually, or US dollar or whatever currency there is right now, is one form of store value, and basically when we so it's funny. I mean, if you're basically saying that it's going to be worthless, then why are we going from let's say a US dollar to gold in the hopes that later on we can get more money out of gold? It doesn't make sense to say that it will go to zero, that the value will go to zero. What does make sense is that when we're uh, investing our current money now in gold, for example, and inflation goes up, supposedly gold will keep up with inflation, but that's an assumption. As an assumption. So if we are faced with the devaluation of the dollar, because of inflation, uh, or lessening purchasing power because of inflation, we are making an assumption that gold will keep up, and we will get more dollars later on, so that we offset the loss of purchasing power, as opposed to if we had kept it in a bank, where we'd be losing purchasing power all throughout. So that's my 2 cents for this video. I've really been giving a lot of thought to this. We are basically all making our own choices on where we think we can store value and generate value for the future. Okay, that's it for me for this video. Might be a very long video. As always, I wish everyone continued prosperity and success. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, comment, rate in the space below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Hopefully, while I'm on this short trip, hopefully I can put together a few more of these videos, as I'm alone and I'm having a bit more time to reflect on things. Alright everyone, have a great week ahead. Bye.